Hi guys, Melissa Johnson Haight, independent Scentsy consultant, back with you again for another round of scent note sessions. And this week we're going to work on tonka bean. So at the end I'll share some fun stuff, but let's get started with tonka bean. And again, I have notes. According to theatlantic.com, the taste of tonka bean is strongly linked to its scents. The tonka bean has many at once, which can register as vanilla, cherry, almond, and something spicy, a bit like cinnamon. When served cold, say in ice cream, it tastes like a vanilla caramel with dark honey. When warmed, perhaps shaved over scallops, it moves towards a spiced vanilla. Additionally, the aroma of the tonka bean shavings, it's almost always shaved, is so affecting that it seems like an actual taste in the way that opium, which has no taste in the traditional sense, tastes like. It's rich, flowery smoke. The French version of Savor magazine features recipes that call for the tonka bean without fanfare. But in the US, it's a different story. Here, all of the foods that contain the chemical compound coumarin are considered by the FDA to be adulterated and have technically been illegal since 1954. Despite its sweet flavor and pleasant aroma, coumarin is a chemical that can have serious effects on health when consumed in high amounts. In fact, high doses have been linked to liver damage, impaired cognitive development, and even cancer formation in both animal and human studies, claims Dr. Axe. Tonka beans are a major source of coumarin. Before the law, refined coumarin was commonly added to commercial foods like cream soda and used in synthetic vanillin. Extreme concentrations caused liver problems in rats, and a rather overreaching ban on even natural sources of the compound was put into place. Coumarin has since been found to occur naturally in cinnamon, lavender, licorice, and a host of other commonly eaten plants, all of which should seem illegal under this regulation. The fear of coumarin in the United States stems from the oft-repeated saw that it is a blood thinner. It is not. Coumadin is the blood thinner trademarked by Bristol Myers Squibb. To make matters more confusing, coumadin is made in part by changing the chemical structure of coumarin. Doctors interviewed by Atlantic.com journalists, also terrified of being quoted, said they're aware of no anticoagulant effect from naturally occurring coumarin in general, or tonka beans in particular. In nature, only certain rare decomposition fungi can convert coumarin into the anticoagulant molecule. Cows grazing on pounds of such rotting sweet clover led to the discovery of coumadin, the coumadin drug. Humans would need to eat an unreasonably bovine amount of tonka bean to fall ill. The shavings of a single bean is enough for 80 plates. At least 30 entire beans or 1 gram of coumarin total would need to be eaten to approach levels reported as toxic, about the same volume at which nutmeg and other everyday spices are toxic. Has anyone been busted for tonka bean possession? Yes, federal regulations. Federal regulators made a bust in 2006 at Chicago's Illinois, a top U.S. restaurant in San Pellegrino rankings. According to Scentbird.com, tonka bean as a scent note has a sweet, spicy fragrance reminiscent of vanilla and almond. In Oriental fragrances, this note displays a honeyed facet with fruity undertones when used in combination with citrus notes. It plays up the freshness and can balance out the sourness of notes, like grapefruit. With floral compositions, tonka bean tends to add a powdery aroma. Perfumex Books.com describes tonka bean as very sweet smelling, spicy, woody, forest, and a nutty smell. The scent is very complex and sweet like vanilla, at the same time dark and spicy like tobacco. Tonka bean seeds come from the kumar of Brazilian teak tree. The fruits are harvested, the seeds removed, dried, and preserved in rum. Both vanilla and tonka bean contain the same element called coumarin, which is responsible for their scents. However, tonka bean has a more spicy, nutty scent, while vanilla has a more rich and creamy sweetness to its scent. Tonka bean is often used as a substance in... Let's start that over. Tonka bean is often used as a substitute for vanilla. PerfumePlusMagazine.com says, Tonka bean fragrance is quite heavy and thus commonly employed as a base note. When combined with spicy and animalistic notes, tonka can help to tone down the most offensive aromas while providing a sweet and slightly spicy base for the other ingredients, making it a popular fragrance in Oriental perfumes. On the other hand, tonka can also be a useful addition to fruity and floral perfumes. The vanilla-like character of the bean supports the lighter top and middle notes, while the hay and tobacco-like qualities provides an interesting base for the perfume. So I thought tonka bean was quite controversial and quite interesting as a scent note. So it also helps me to understand why they use it to kind of tone down some scents. It's kind of a replacement of vanilla. It's okay to use in perfume, but not in the US. It's banned. So you're not supposed to eat it. But I found that very interesting and I thought that I would share. So that's this week's scent note session. Well, this time. That is our scent note sessions for this session. And I hope you found that fun, interesting. On a side note, I think it's bi-monthly club, or maybe it's my monthly club. One of my Scentsy clubs it still says posted, it hasn't shipped. It does have my April with box in it. So that'll be coming. And last year, when Walmart was discounting their plants, their outdoor plants, and it was hot out. Might have been June, could have been July. Well, anyways, out front, I always wanted to plant some stones and put some plants in there, specifically lavender. Well, we ended up, ooh, there is a spider in this bag that must die. That is not okay. And I can't believe I could have possibly touched it. And where it went, I don't know. Oh, right there it is. Hold on, please hold. Oh gosh, that's gross. That's horrible. That's very horrible. Oof, I hate spiders very, very much. Oh, gross. As you watch me freak out about a spider. Anyways, we planted 2 blush peonies, one out back, and I'm hoping the groundhog doesn't eat the pieces out of it, and one out front. We planted 2 blue hydrangeas, and oh my gosh, I still think that's that spider. Or that's multiple spiders. I'm kind of not okay with this. Dale would be dealing with that. At least it's sealed in a Ziploc baggie. I hate spiders. It's like the one thing I'm like not okay with. Anyways. And then the blue, I don't think the lilies are gonna come back. The sun got them pretty well. And we also planted 6 lavender plants. And obviously when the frost hits them, they get dried out and everything. And I was like, oh gosh, I hope they come back. So I was just curious. Just today I was out there standing and, sorry, I'm trying to keep my eye on if I see that spider again. I do see it. It must die. I'll save a lot of things, but spiders aren't one of them. They know too much and they'll come back. Ooh, and they bite. I hate spiders. Well, anyways, I'll be rethinking my decision of, anyway, doesn't matter. I was just curious. I was like, well, if I pluck these dried pieces off, is it going to smell like lavender? Sure enough, it smells like lavender and it smells amazing. I will not be opening that bag. And I'm not even sure I want to open this one at the moment, but I got a ton of lavender sprigs from there. I don't know if you can see through the baggie, but that's lavender pieces. And it smells amazing. And on my list of things to learn to do, hopefully this year, but I give myself the grace of maybe having to work on it next year, is I want to learn to make cold pressed soaps and maybe sell those or gift them at least. And I thought, well, this will be amazing in cold pressed soaps. And I got a ton of it. I got 2 baggies full. But now this one has a live spider, just a tiny little live spider, but sorry, nope. I will not be opening that up. Yeah, so, and then I'll be sifting it. Ooh, I'm just not okay with that spider. Anyways, luckily it's very tiny, but anyways. So anyways, this smells amazing, and I was super excited until I now have a spider in there. I think it's because I got carried away and was taking all the way down, and there was like the pieces that were like the flower tops of the lavender. Yeah, so I'll be more careful next time. Lucky for me, he didn't get me. Oof. Anyways, so that was Scent Note Sessions and Tonka Bean and my story with my lavender, that I'm very distracted about this live spider and I want to kill it and get it out of my baggie of lavender because I'm not okay with this. So thanks so much, you guys, and we will see you soon. Bye.